Hello children, it's Mrs Allen here. Hope you're having a lovely day at school. This half term in our online safety assembly, we are going to explore self-image and identity. And you're due to do a special lesson with your class teacher very soon around this unit. So today what we're going to do is we're going to explore what is an online or offline identity. What do those terms mean? Before we do though, there's lots of exciting online safety news in school to discuss first. First of all, we hope you all enjoyed your Safer Internet Day. I really enjoyed looking through your mini milestones activity. And Year 6, we hope you enjoyed your special workshop with OpenView Education. During this workshop, you looked at appropriate messaging, you looked at how to block, report, screenshot, capture when things go wrong. So I hope you remembered all of those vital, important skills that you learned during that workshop. And also I want to say a big thank you to all the children who returned their family agreements. I have really enjoyed reading through those and seeing the sets of rules that you now have in place at home to help to keep you safe on your devices. Can you please extend that big thank you from me to your grown-ups too? I want to start today's assembly by giving you about 30 seconds to turn to the person next to you and to see if you can find out 3, not 1, not 2, 3 new things about them that you didn't already know. It could be a hobby, it could be an interest, it could be something that they're really good at or somewhere special they have been or something they've done. 30 seconds, join me when you've got them. Okay, I hope you had some good conversations and you found 3 new things that you didn't know about the person next to you. It's brilliant to hear so many interesting and special things about all of you. It's great to hear about how unique everybody is. And that word unique means that although we all have similarities, like going to the same school or living in the same area, we are all different too. And that is always something to be celebrated. Our identity is all of the things about us that make us who we are. Our identity is made up of so many different things. For example, it could be your personal information, for example, your name or what you look like, or your age, or your school, or where you live, or where your family come from, or who your family are. It could be your personality and feelings. Maybe you're a loud person. Maybe you're a quiet person. Maybe you're a fun person. Maybe you're a shy person. It could also be your interests and your hobbies and experiences. Maybe you're a gamer. Maybe you're a gardener. Maybe you're a footballer or a swimmer, or some places that you have been that might add into your identity too. In this assembly, we're going to be thinking about the parts of our identity that we share online. Now, I'm going to ask you to think about your own identity. And as we've just seen, our identities are made up of so many different things. It's not possible or sensible to share everything about our identity when we are online. Because of this, we might represent ourselves a little differently when we're online compared to how we do when we're at home or at school or spending time with our family. For example, you might have changed your identity online, perhaps without even thinking about it. And we're going to play a little game now. Have you ever? And I want you to think about whether you have done any of these yourselves. On the next few slides, you will see some things you might have changed or chosen while you were online. Put your hand up if you have ever done one of these things before. Are you ready? Have you ever seen or used an emoji? I love an emoji. I have to say, there's a staff WhatsApp group and there are certain members of staff that are very fond of an emoji. Ready for the next one? Have you ever used a filter online to change the way that you look? There's some pretty funny ones out there, aren't there? Have you ever created or chosen an avatar or character? Sometimes this can be really useful, choosing a picture like a cartoon type picture or avatar instead of using a real picture, particularly if you need to put one in if you're signing up for a new platform or game. It can help to keep you safe. Have you ever chosen a username online? A username is the name you choose for your online profiles or game characters. And have you ever shared something online about yourself or the things you like to do? We can see here that someone's just said, I had the most amazing pizza tonight. I just love pizza. Definitely a pizza fan there. All of these examples are ways we are able to change or choose our identity online. When you create a character, for example, you might choose to give it the same glasses that you have or the same hair colour, but it doesn't tell other people everything about you and who you are. It's not just you who has an online identity. Lots of people across the world do too. Did you know that the world's population is almost 8 billion people? And over 58% of people go online. That's just over half. That is a lot of online identities. We know that there are lots of online identities, but we're going to have to look at just one. What I want you to do now is I want you to be online detectives for me. Let's see what this person is sharing online, what we can discover about their identity, and whether we think they are being sensible and safe about what makes up their online identity. Okay, teachers, feel free to pause on the profiles so you can see them for a little bit longer. Okay, let's have a look at the first one. Okay, I'd like you to talk to the person next to you about all the things you can find out from looking at this page. Okay, so I hope you've had time to look at that person's profile. Here's some things that I found out. I found out that they've chosen to use an avatar or a character instead of a picture. You can see this green sort of monster that they've used. I think that's a really sensible choice. I can see that they live in the UK. I know that their username is Flying Fox 55. I know they have a dog. I know they like to play games like Super Mario. And they like pizza, music, scootering, fries, and sleeping. I can tell that from their emojis. Although we learn a lot about this person, do you think we learn everything about who they are? No, I don't think so. Did we learn anything about their offline identity or their personal information? Would I be able to go and find this person if I really wanted to? No. No, we didn't learn anything about them or any of their personal information. We learned a lot about their online identity, like their hobbies and their favourite things. And some of these things make up their offline identity too. However, they haven't shared everything about their offline identity and they haven't shared any personal information, such as their full name, their school, or their home address. We don't know how old they are or when their birthday is. They have used their online identity really safely. Well done, Flying Fox 55. Now, this is one of the good things about online identities. There are other great things about online identities, such as you can express yourself, you can be creative, it can be fun, or most importantly, you can keep the important parts of your identity, like your personal information, safe and private. As we've been discussing, an online identity doesn't tell people everything about you. This is a good thing when it comes to your safety. Can anyone think of how this might be a problem for our safety? Okay, I wonder what you said. We need to remember that if we see something online, we see that someone's online identity, but that might not tell us everything about them. And sometimes the things people post or say or do doesn't reflect who they really are or what they're like offline. People might be able to trick us using their usernames or photos or filters or avatars and might be very different to their actual identity. And this is why it's really important to remember that if we only know someone online, they are a stranger, and we should keep our identity and personal information safe. At primary school age, we should only talk to people that we really know in the real world online. We say it in every assembly, but we're going to say it again. Always speak to an adult if you're ever unsure about something that you've shared online about your identity. Always speak to an adult if someone else online has asked you for your personal information or for photos or for videos of you. And always speak to an adult if someone else online has worried or upset you. We're going to have a look at someone's opinion to finish off our assembly. This is someone's opinion, texting it to their friend. I can do whatever I want online and I can't get into trouble because it's my online identity talking, not me. What's your opinion on that? I want you to put your thumb up if you agree and your thumb down if you disagree. Okay. Even if we change our identity online, we are still responsible for the things that we say and the things that we do. Okay. So our online and offline identities always have to be kind, they always have to be respectful, and you are always responsible for what you put online. Please don't think that if it's behind an avatar or behind a different name or a username that isn't like your own, that you can get away with saying things online that you wouldn't say face to face. Okay? To end today's assembly, I'd like your teacher to ask a few of you, what have you learned about online identities today? Thanks for listening, Rednell. Have a great day.